Hey everyone, Matthew Robinson back again, and I'm here to review an independent film from Bending Reality Productions. Bending Reality Films. Anyway, this is an independent film that was actually suggested to me by the director. His name is Baron Redman, and I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that right, but it seems to be called Baron Redman. Now, he's made a series of videos, ranging in length, called The Selected, which we're actually playing on Vimeo right now, and if you want to check it out after this review, the link will be below. Anyway, Baron Redman asked you to look at these movies. The first ones are about 35 minutes long, and I've watched them, and I was like, well, whatever, I'm just going to watch this, see how it goes, stuff like that. Then I'm going to hit the gym, and then I'll watch the rest tomorrow. But I got really, really hooked into this film, and before I knew it, I couldn't stop watching. I was just so intrigued, I guess I'm going to have to hit the gym tomorrow. Not that I have to, Right, anyway. Joking, of course, with that. But I'm not joking when I say this movie is good. This is an independent film. It was made in Kansas City, which is really blowing up for independent filmmakers. On my radio show we had Jason Damian, and we also had David Isaac Moore, who was on the show a while ago. Not on the show, he was on my blog, and I've reviewed his movies before. So Kansas City apparently has a lot of young and talented independent filmmakers and actors. The selected plot, I don't want to give away too much. I think part of this is discovering the twists and turns. But it's kind of like something similar to like Heroes or X-Men, where these people have these powers, and there is this serial killer out there who is targeting people around them. Now, at this time, I don't know. It's clear if the serial killer knows they have powers or not. But what is exciting is to see these people's powers. And it's low budget, but the special effects for a low budget production are quite impressive. You got a guy who can shoot electricity out of his hands, and it was much more entertaining than I number 4, seeing him discover his powers, even despite the low budget, or at least using his powers. We also have people who can move objects, would be telekinesis, and just really cool stuff to see. The action scenes are well directed. There's some pretty good cinematography. Sometimes the lighting and audio is a little funky, but for the most part it's really well done. Good shooting locations, they work well. The pacing is pretty nice. As I said, there's so far there's 4 parts up. I'm hoping that the 5th part will be up soon, which is supposedly going to be the finale. But watching it was very intense. The last 2 parts are actually an hour and a half long, but I was able to stay engaged with the plot, which is rare for independent movies of this level of budget and acting and talent and experience. But they really keep you engaged with the story. Sometimes it gets a little too dark, I think, which is common in a lot of independent films. Sometimes it either gets a little too silly or a little too dark. You don't find that medium range. And while they do have moments of humor to kind of lighten it up when it gets a little too dark, so it may not be for everyone. That being said, it's not overtly violent. Most of the violence is off screen, and it's well done. The dialogue's pretty good. It's not incredible, but it has its good moments. Acting-wise, independent feature. None of the actors are distractingly bad, where you can't watch it. At least for me personally, where I was like, oh man, that is such a bad acting performance, I can't watch it. Standout performance, I would actually say, goes to a guy named Cameron Haynes. He plays a character named Jason, and to me, if I was a producer out in Hollywood and I was looking for someone to play a character in a movie, I would look to him. He kind of reminds me of Timothy Oliphant in his looks, and I would definitely think he has he has a look, and he also has a really strong acting performance. There are other people in this film who I think also do a good job acting. Christopher, I can't pronounce his name right, but it's Kamanchef, something like that, does a good job. Devin Newgley is kind of the anchor of the film, and while I don't think he gives the strongest acting performance in the movie, I still enjoyed it. Chelsea Cole is good. Sharon Wright has some really good moments in there. And Bobby Blackie also really impressed me with certain moments. They're actors, none of them are going to win awards for their acting, but it's good enough that it progresses the story and that you become connected to the characters. And that's an actor's job at the end of it, to get the point of the script across and to connect you with the characters. And they do, everyone in this movie does an adequate and above job of doing that, and I was impressed. So, ratings wise, I'm going to just rate the whole series as a whole that I've seen, episodes 1 through 4, and I'm going to give this on an independent film level an 85 out of 100. You're not going to find many independent movies on this budget with these kind of resources of this quality, and it is really an engaging and compelling storyline. So check it out. Again, the link is below, so you can watch part 1 through 4 and also see the trailer for part 5, and hopefully he'll get that up soon. Looking forward to seeing more from Baron Redman, and I'm hoping that he'll come on my show, The Final Cut. And so I thank him for sending this review. And if you guys have an independent film that you've made and you would like me to review, send it my way. You can message me here on here on YouTube, or you can go to The Final Cut on Facebook and find me there. Whichever way you feel best. Alright, that's all the time I have for today. Remember to rate, comment, subscribe, and next time, please remember, it's all in the hair.